Hello guys, welcome back to another video of Indian Polity Laxmikant. So let's begin. Indian Councils Act of 1892. The features of this act were as follows. It increased the number of additional non-official members in the central and provincial legislative councils. Let me skip this act. Indian Councils Act of 1909. It was very important act. It is also known as Morley Minto reforms. Lord Morley was then Secretary of State for India and Minto was the Viceroy of India. The features of this act were as follows. It considerably increased the size of the legislative councils, both central and provincial. The number of members in the central legislative council was raised from 16 to 60. It retained official majority in the central legislative council and इस एक्ट ने पहली बार प्रोवाइड फॉर द एसोसिएशन ऑफ इंडियंस विद द एग्जीक्यूटिव काउंसिल्स और द वाइसरॉय ऑफ गवर्नर्स. पहली बार इंडियंस को एसोसिएट किया था वाइसरॉय की एग्जीक्यूटिव काउंसिल में. सत्येंद्र प्रसाद सिन्हा पहले ऐसे इंडियन थे जिन्होंने वाइसरॉय की एग्जीक्यूटिव काउंसिल को ज्वाइन किया था. कम्युनल सिस्टम को रिप्रेजेंट किया था बाय प्रोवाइडिंग मुस्लिम्स बाय एक्सेप्टिंग मुस्लिम्स डिमांड ऑफ सेपरेट इलेक्टोरेट. लॉर्ड दिस एक्ट लीगलाइज्ड कम्युनलिज्म. लॉर्ड मिंटो को कहा जाता है फादर ऑफ कम्युनल इलेक्टोरेट. ऑफ इंडिया एक्ट ऑफ 1919 वन ऑफ द अगेन वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एक्ट. The Government of India Act of 1919 was enacted, which came into force in 1921. इस एक्ट को मॉन्टेगो चैम्सफोर्ड रिफॉर्म्स भी कहा जाता है. मॉन्टेगो उस टाइम पे सेक्रेटरी ऑफ स्टेट फॉर इंडिया थे एंड लॉर्ड चैम्सफोर्ड वाइसरॉय थे इंडिया के. The features of this act were as follows. It relaxed the central control over the provinces by demarcating, separating central and provincial subjects. इस एक्ट ने सेंट्रल और प्रोविंशियल सब्जेक्ट्स को अलग किया था. थे कुछ ट्रांसफ़र सब्जेक्ट्स जैसे कि एजुकेशन, लोकल गवर्नमेंट, हेल्थ, एक्साइज, इंडस्ट्री, पब्लिक वर्क्स, रिलीजियस इंडोमेंट्स एक्सेट्रा. और जो रिजर्व सब्जेक्ट्स थे वो थे लॉ एंड ऑर्डर, इरिगेशन, फाइनेंस, लैंड, रेवेन्यू. उन्होंने डबल गवर्नेंस को इंट्रोड्यूस किया जिसको डायरकी कहते हैं. डायरकी मीन्स डबल रूल. उन्होंने पहली बार बाइकैमरलिज्म को लाया, मीन्स 2 houses and direct elections in the country. Thus, the Indian Legislative Council was replaced by a bicameral legislature consisting of an upper house, Council of State, and a lower house, Legislative Assembly. Majority of members both the houses were chosen by direct election. Majority of members का जो election था डायरेक्टली हुआ. ठीक है. The principle of communal representation by providing separate electorates for 6 Indian Christians, Anglo-Indians and Europeans. इसने जो फ्रेंचाइज है वो लिमिटेड नंबर ऑफ पीपल को दिया था ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ प्रॉपर्टी, टैक्स एंड एजुकेशन. इसने एक नए ऑफिस को जन्म दिया जिसे कहते हैं हाई कमिश्नर फॉर इंडिया इन लंदन और उसको ट्रांसफ़र टू हिम सम ऑफ द फंक्शन हिदरटू. इसने एक पब्लिक सर्विस कमीशन को इस्टेब्लिश किया. Hence, a central public service commission was set up in 1926 for recruiting civil servants. इसने प्रोविंशियल और सेंट्रल बजट को पहली बार अलग किया. It provided for the appointment of a statutory commission to inquire into the report on its working after 10 years of its coming to force. Simon Commission, November 1927 itself, 2 years before the schedule. मतलब 2 साल पहले ही इस कमीशन को अपॉइंट कर लिया गया था जिसमें कि इस कमीशन ने क्या क्या रिकमेंडेशन दी. अबोलिशन ऑफ डायरकी and extension of responsible government in the provinces, establishment of a federation and so many things. Communal award. In August 1932, Ramsay MacDonald, the British Prime Minister, announced a scheme of representation of the monarchies which came to be known as the communal award. मतलब इसमें कहा गया था, इस अवार्ड में क्या था, मतलब कि जो शेड्यूल कास्ट थे उनको मतलब अलग से इलेक्टोरेट देने की बात की गई थी. He vehemently opposed this act and as a result Pune Pact was signed between Gandhian followers and Ambedkar ji. Of India Act of 1935, very important act. The act divided the powers between the central and units in terms of 3 lists: federal, provincial, and residuary powers is given to the viceroy. It abolished diarchy and introduced provincial autonomy in its place. It provided for the adoption of diarchy at the center. Bicameralism in 6 out of 11 provinces. The extended principle of communal representation by providing separate electorates for depressed classes, women and labour workers. It abolished the Council of India, established the Government of India Act of 1858, established by it extended franchise. About 10% of the total population got the voting right. It provided for the establishment of a Reserve Bank of India to control the currency and credit of the country. It also provided for the establishment of a Provincial Service Commission, जो कि सेंट्रल पब्लिक कमीशन का था गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया एक्ट 1919 के जरिए. It provided for the establishment of a federal court which was set up in 1937. Independence Act of 1947. On February 20, 1947, the British Prime Minister Clement Attlee, he was from Labour Party, remember this, declared that the British rule in India would end by June 30, 1948. ऐसा कहा गया कि जो भी पार्ट कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली जो भी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बनाएगी, अगर कोई पार्ट उसको एक्सेप्ट नहीं करना चाहेगा तो नहीं करेगा. ऑन द सेम डे, लॉर्ड माउंटबेटन, द वाइसरॉय ऑफ इंडिया, पुट फोर्थ द पार्टी. The plan was accepted by the Congress and the Muslim League, and immediate effect was given to the plan by enacting the Indian Independence Act 1947. इस एक्ट के क्या फीचर्स थे? इसने ब्रिटिश रूल को इंडिया में ख़त्म कर दिया एंड पाकिस्तान और इंडिया दोनों ही जो थे वो एज अ इंडिपेंडेंट डोमिनेंस एग्जिस्टेंस में आए. ऑफिस ऑफ वाइसरॉय को भी अबॉलिश कर दिया. फॉर ईच डोमिनियन गवर्नर जनरल इट प्रोवाइडेड who was appointed to be appointed by the British King on the advice of the Dominion Cabinet. His Majesty's government in Britain was to have no responsibility with respect to the government of India और पाकिस्तान. इसने एम्पावर किया कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन असेंबली को कि अपने लिए जैसे अभी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन चाहे मतलब बनाए, ठीक है, फॉर adopt any constitution for their respective nations. It empowered the constituent assemblies of both dominions to legislate for their respective territories till the new constitutions were drafted and enforced. मतलब इसने कहा कि जो दोनों कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली हैं इंडिया और पाकिस्तान की, वो दोनों ही मतलब एज अ लेजिस्लेचर काम कर सकती हैं जब तक कि इलेक्शंस नहीं होते. मतलब abolish the office of Secretary of State for India and transfer his functions to the Secretary of State for Commonwealth Affairs. Claimed the lapse of British paramountcy over the Indian princely states and treaty relations with tribal areas from August 15, 1947. To remember, interim government and some portfolios held by Jawaharlal Nehru. He was Vice President of the Council, External Affairs, Commonwealth Relation. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, he held Home Information and Broadcasting portfolio. Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Food and Agriculture. Dr. John Mathai, Industry and Supplies. Jagjeevan Ram, Labour. Sardar Baldev Singh, Defence. C.H. Bhabha, Work, Mines and Power. Liaquat Ali Khan, Finance. Abdur Rab Nistar, Ports and Air. Asaf Ali, Railways and Transport. Siraj Gopalachari, Education, Arts. I.I. Chandigarh, Commerce. Gajnafar Ali Khan, Health. Joginder Nath Mandal, Law. And now first Cabinet of India. Some portfolios: Jawaharlal Nehru, Prime Minister, External Affairs and Commonwealth Relations, Scientific Research. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Home, Information and Broadcasting, State. Prasad, Food and Agriculture. Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, Education. John Mathai, Railways and Transport. R.K. Sangunu Chetty, Finance. Dr. Ambedkar, Law. Jagjeevan Ram, Labour. Baldev Singh, Defence. Rajkumari Amrit Kaur, Health. Our discussion for today, we have completed our first chapter, that is historical background. Tomorrow we'll continue with the next chapter. Thank you.